everybody, this is Strategywizard again, and this is my son Nathan.
Hello.
Today we're going to be doing a review of Drachen Turm, which is German for Dragon Tower. Now, don't be scared away by the fact that this is a German edition of the game. If you find this, it's okay because the gameplay doesn't require, there's no text in the gameplay, and the instruction booklet has a variety of different languages, including English, so you can get this in and you'll be able to play no problem. They've also got, I think, French. They have German, French, Italian, a few other ones, and basically the point is you can play this even though it's the German edition. It's designed by Carlo A. Rossi, and it's published by HABA. This is the biggest box I've ever seen from HABA. They might have other ones. I don't have a lot of HABA games, but wow, this is a big one. Now, we got this for Nathan's birthday.
Right.
All right. And it's ages 2 to 4. 2 to 4 players, ages 5 to 99. So once you're over 99, forget it. You can't play anymore.
Yep.
But we've played this quite a few times already because as soon as we got, as soon as Nathan opened it, we started playing it. And
yeah, I played it at least 3 times.
Yeah, we played it 3 times already in basically 1.5 days. So let's go ahead and go to the table. We'll show you how to play, and then we'll let you know what we think. Okay, so here's the setup of the game. No matter how many players, you're going to have the dragon who has this rock. He's got a little rope connecting to it, so he's going to be pulling it pretty soon. You're going to he has a little peg on the bottom. You're going to put him in one of the slots,
Right.
the closest one.
So like
you always place the very first scaffold here. You have a bunch of building tiles that you're going to flip over, extra scaffolds for building.
And here's the princess's, I don't know.
The princess's carriage, which you'll have to get the princess here to rescue her before the dragon messes everything up.
And a little horse.
And we have all the villagers over there who are all different. They're color coded, different colors, and they all look different. We've got 4 different styles of villagers that are going to be helping out. So the way the game works, we're going to start off. Nathan, go ahead and take the first turn.
Okay, now my first turn is going to be to draw one of these tiles. So.
Okay, so he flips one over. In this case, it's a scaffold.
So we got to remember that whenever we do the next thing.
Yeah, we have to remember that's where the scaffold is because we can't use it yet. We have to use the 4 colored X's. We have a red, yellow, green, and blue.
Yeah, because they hold up so well. It's awesome.
Yeah, the villagers are going to be standing here to hold up the next scaffold.
And they do great.
So we remember this.
They're small, but they can hold it.
It's my turn, so I'm going to take this. Oh, a wild.
So that means you can take one of any color.
So we discard this, and I'll just say take the yellow guy, and we'll put him here.
I would say blue, though, because blues are rare. Pretty.
I think they're about the same. Now, go ahead and pull the next tile.
Both 3. So, I'm scared about here. Usually those over this dragon tower. Ooh, red.
Okay, so now we do need red, so go ahead and do that. Red goes over there in that little X, which the camera may or may not be able to see. I think they can. Okay, so then I will draw a tile. Oh, it's a dragon. If you draw the dragon, you flip it back over, and you move the dragon back a space,
and
which is...
if you do it on easy mode, you can just,
Yeah, if you do on easy mode, you could discard it, but playing on normal mode, we'll leave it there. So now, Nathan, go again.
Okay, use the over here. I'm just going to try it.
Oh, perfect. We got a blue guy, so we can do that.
He's better to me, though.
On my turn, I'll draw here, yellow. We don't have yellow, so we need to remember that there's a yellow guy here. Now, we'll just go ahead and fast forward. As you play, if you keep drawing dragons, I think there's 4 dragon tiles here, and you can take some of those out if you want to make it easier, but he'll move back farther and farther. Let's say by the time we've finished building, we'll just go ahead and do all the building portions.
Right.
Real quick like.
And this is where the thing was, so we'll just pretend that happened.
Okay, we do that.
The one.
Nathan, help me go ahead and finish building.
Okay.
Let's see, what do we have? We do need a blue.
Purple.
Over the course of the game, we'll have built all of this up. Got a yellow. And then, if in the building process, if you knock it down, the dragon gets a free move backwards. So you do have to be careful as you're building.
Like what Daddy got. If there's a dragon right here, that means he gets to move back.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about is if you knock this down while you're building it, he gets to move back for free.
Right.
So you have to be very careful as you're building. You don't want to knock anything down because that would not be good. So far there's kind of like 2 games going on. You have this building game where you're trying to put this together carefully, make sure you don't knock it down.
And you're trying to pick these tiles.
Yeah, you have the memory game of trying to pick the right tiles and remember where things are that you need. Once you've gotten all the way to the top.
And you have to put the knights and stuff there.
Oop, almost messed up. Okay, once you get all the way to the top. Hopefully I do this without breaking it. Okay. You get all the way to the top, you've built the holes, all the scaffolds. Now you move on to a new stage of the game where one person is going to be the prince, who is going to be helping the princess escape, and the other players can be knights. So,
right.
so Nathan, which color do you want?
I want to be red.
Okay, so
I want to be one of the knights.
So I am going to, you always hold it by the narrow portion, and at this point, we're fixing to turn the dragon on. Right now, the way you keep him from retracting it is you hold his wing down. Come around over here, Nathan.
Okay, I know. So,
Right now I'm going to lift his wing up, and that's going to, now he's starting to retract it. So now I have to, the princess is sitting in here, I have to start moving her
and I have
along
to
this
start
path.
saving her.
Oh, I didn't lower it all the way. That was not good.
Oh no, now he has to put it back on.
Yeah, if you ever knock her off, you don't have to start all the way back from the beginning, but you have to put her where she was when she fell. You always have to orient it so that the door is on the back, and we'll guide her all the way over. Nathan's going to help keep her up here with his knight to the best of his ability. Then you have to knock her down through each hole. In this case, she fell out. Now so if she falls off, you put her back and you try again. So you have to be very careful. And when I say, we didn't make it. The dragon.
We almost never do.
So, wow, that dragon got us again. So basically what happens is this dragon's going to keep on doing his thing. We'll go ahead and let him do that over here. You have to get the princess all the way down by guiding her, dropping her through each level of the scaffolding.
And we never won.
And whenever you drop her at the bottom, you guide her over to the carriage, and if you make it before the scaffolding falls, then you win. In our case, obviously, we did not. But that is how you play the game. So let's go ahead and go up top, and we will tell you what we think. Okay, so this is a very three-dimensional game. Lots of cardboard bits, takes up a lot of table space for a kid's game. Now, component-wise, Nathan, what do you think? Do you like the components?
I do.
What's your favorite part?
I think the favorite part is like in the game?
Yeah, your favorite components, the pieces.
The pieces. I think my favorite piece is the dragon.
Yeah, the dragon, connect with the rope, connecting to the rock. A very cool piece.
All you have to do is just pull his wing up, but if he actually gets all the way back, he will pull it, but
unless you hold the wing down, which is awesome the way they designed it. I mean, it's a cool piece. I mean, I guess you'd call it a gimmick in a sense, but it's a really cool gimmick. And honestly, you feel like you're playing with a big toy, which is also fun. It's like a mix of toy and board game at the same time, if you know what I mean. It's just it's very interesting. Really great components. Time will tell if it actually holds up over time as far as the rope always retracting back. I hope it will, because I think we'll be playing it a lot more. But yeah, components are great. Cardboard, artwork, everything just looks really good. I'm excited about all that. Now, Nathan, what do you think about the replayability?
I think it's good for replay. I would just replay like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Just
14,
keep playing it over and over again.
Until I actually do it 20 times.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a good bit of replayability, and I think the reason why is because you have basically 3 things going on every game. You've got the memory component where you're trying to remember which tiles you flipped over and what they were. You've got the building component where you're stacking it up and you're building it. And if for some reason you mess up and knock it down, you get punished for it, which is cool. Even though it's not really hard to build it and keep it from falling, but you could do it. And if you're not really paying attention and you mess it up, then you get punished. I think that's cool. And then you have the dexterity portion where you're actually trying to move the princess out, and everyone's working together to keep her.
And that's the hardest part.
That is the hard part, because
right,
especially if the dragon's at as far back as possible, because you don't have much time.
Right, because you can either be the prince, the knight, and then the prince has to move her, and then he has to go through those holes, to put the princess through those holes, and then the knights are trying to protect the princess.
Yeah, and keep her from falling off.
Right, because if she falls off, then you have to put her back on, and that wastes time because the dragon will pull her some more.
And to me, what makes all of that good as far as replayability is the fact that you have really almost 3 games going at once. You're trying to do the memory, you're trying to do the building, you're trying to do this dexterity portion on fast because you have a time limit. I think the fact that you have these different stages of things that you're doing is really cool. It makes it continually fun because you're not doing the same thing the whole time. And now finally, strategically, Nathan, do you think there's any strategy involved in this game?
Strategy? Like
choices to make?
I think there's choices because you gotta pick which type you want to do. Like, if it's a dragon, you gotta pick choices.
Yeah, and well, the thing is, in one sense, there's not a lot of strategy because that's luck. But I'll say this: most of the game is not luck in the sense that as you flip over the tiles, it's memory, which isn't strategy really. But
yeah,
still,
like memory.
You have to try to pay attention, and because we have ended up flipping over the dragon that we had already flipped over because we weren't thinking, and we'd forgotten. And then the building component is just skill, and then the bringing the princess out and guiding her down the path, that is also skill. So there's a lot of skill. Let's put it that way. There's some luck in the drawing of the tiles, but there's also a lot of skill and everything else. So I think that's really nice. So overall, what do you rate this game, Nathan?
I would probably rate it. I would probably rate it a 100 out of 10.
100 out of 10. I think that's the highest you've ever done.
No, I rate something 1,000.
Did you? Okay. Well, he gives it 100 out of 10. For me, as a kid's game, honestly, it's hard for me I'm conflicted over what to rate this game. Partly because the components are so good. The dragon is so awesome. The three-dimensionalness of this game is so amazing that alone makes me want to give it a 10 because it's just so awesome. And then the fact that you have the different parts of the gameplay that you're doing different things throughout the game, that's really cool. So I want to give it a 10 for that reason, but I think ultimately I'm going to have to give this a 9. And I think the reason why is because I think it would have been nice if maybe there was just a tiny bit more to how much control you had over what happened, because every time we've played so far, the dragon has always ended up getting as far back as possible. We've never succeeded otherwise. Now, there are modifications you can do to make it to where you can make it easier by taking some of the dragon tiles out or make them get removed so you can't accidentally draw them.
Yeah.
And we haven't tried that. But
you can have hard mode or easy mode.
Yeah, you can make it a little harder, a little easier,
That's depending what I was gonna say.
Yeah, depending on how you want to play. But I just feel like it'd be nice if there was a way to have a little more control to keep that dragon from moving so far back so often anyway for us. But I'm still going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think this is an amazing kids game. It just looks great on the table. Anyone who walks by and sees you playing this are going to go, what in the world are you playing? Because it just has a great table presence. So I'm really glad we bought it. I think it's awesome. And happy birthday, Nathan. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday.
That's right. So we're really excited, of course. Yeah. So anyway,
yesterday we got it.
Well, was it yesterday? Yeah, sure was. Yeah. So it's awesome. We appreciate you watching the video. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions or concerns or anything you want to mention. And we appreciate you. We look forward to seeing you on the next one. And take care, everybody. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.